Hello, my name is Ben Weisel. I'm a senior at Colby College and a candidate for the art training program at Artisan Partners. 2020 has been a really challenging year in many aspects, and I'm here to share with you some of the silver linings that I experienced. My 2020 started just as I had imagined it would. I went to Spain to study in Salamanca as a part of a language immersion program through Colby with two of my buddies, Ethan and Rashawn. We explored Spain and visited Madrid, Sevilla, and many of the hill towns near Salamanca while learning about the history and the culture of the area. I was able to do some traveling on my own and visit some of my friends who were studying abroad around Europe. I also went to Switzerland to visit family, where I was able to ski tour and satisfy my sweet tooth with as much Swiss chocolate as I wanted. But before we knew it, our time in Spain was over. Our study abroad program was canceled, and President Trump's announcement sent us all into a frenzy. We evacuated in 30 minutes and took off for the airport, leaving our lives in Salamanca behind us. I got home and spent a lot of time thinking about what was next. I wasn't sure if I was going to have a football season or if I was even going to be back at Colby for my senior year. It was a very stressful time, and I tried to take advantage of every second of it by exploring all that California has to offer. My two close friends and I created a cohort and started off on weeks of adventure that included hiking, exploring the hidden beaches of Northern California, fishing, and trying to spend every second outside that we could. We knew that we would never have a time like this together and tried to enjoy it while it lasted. We even tried to find the hidden gold that was fabled to be on Mount Tam. I even participated in some of the corny Instagram challenges that were going around, like juggling a roll of toilet paper. I also turned 21 during quarantine and was able to spend it with my family. It wasn't quite the 21st birthday that I imagined, but I was greeted on a surprise Zoom with many of my friends that I hadn't seen since I left school. During COVID, one thing that hung up in the air was the question of whether or not I was going to be able to play my senior season of football. Football has been an integral part of my life at school, and I continued to train when I got home in preparation for a season. While I was devastated when Colby made the decision not to have football in the fall, my life in quarantine taught me to be thankful for the opportunities that I was given, and I was able to look back on my college football career and appreciate all that it had taught me and the friends that I had made that I will have for the rest of my life. I was also able to help my friends train for their sports. In an effort to keep ourselves active while we weren't training for our sports, my buddies and I also picked up golf. Golf gave us the opportunity to be competitive with one another while spending time outdoors, enjoying the weather, and exploring more of what California had to offer. I even got my dad back into golf, and he hadn't picked up a club in 20 years. It was a great experience to work on a skill that I'd never really done before. Quarantine also produced something that I didn't expect, and that was the opportunity to spend time with an amazing girl. Through the wonders of dating apps, Katie and I were able to connect and visit each other while following all COVID guidelines. Katie is from Wisconsin, and I'm from California, and it gave us a chance to show each other all the amazing aspects of our home states. As far as silver linings go, I can't think of a better one. COVID also gave my family the opportunity to spend time with one another. When we got home, everyone was wondering how long the quarantine was going to last. My two sisters are also in college, and while it was challenging to adjust living under the same roof yet again, we learned to enjoy the time we had together. We hiked, we cooked, we visited family, and we even got a new puppy. My sister Haley was the first to bring up the idea of raising a puppy, but my dad was firmly against this. However, from the moment the puppy arrived, it was clear that my dad loved Tucker the most out of everybody in the family. From the moment I got home from Spain, I knew 2020 was going to be a year of change and uncertainty. My goal was to live the most active and adventurous life that I could. This led to the deepening of friendships, more quality time with my family, and adventures that I never could have imagined. While it's easy to look at 2020 as a year that didn't go as planned, I'd like to look at it as the year where I was able to pursue many of my passions that I was never able to. I was lucky enough to have an internship where the team I worked with welcomed me as one of their own. If I were to sum up 2020 in just a few words,
I would say that this year taught me to pursue my passions and interests and cherish every second you have with the people you love. Thank you for your time and for watching this video, and I hope I gave you a glimpse at my experience following my passions in 2020.